So our first topic for the day is the digital future of mining. We're talking about digital twins, advanced modeling, data analytics, and what you can get from these things. Increased consistency, efficiency, safety. So, starting next to me, Norma Vargas, Director of Technological Architecture at Codelco. Next to her, Rodrigo Couto, President, LATAM, Hexagon. And next to him, Jean-Michel Brienne, Head of Mining and Metals IT Solutions at Aramet. So, Norma, let's start with you. When you think about new technologies and your operations, what are the main things that come to your mind? What are you thinking of first?
When I think in the new technology, I think in the technology to add value to my company, to our company, in the safety for our workers, and to improve the productivity of our operations. Yeah, either through use automation in different process, in different tasks.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very important for us the safety. Yeah, do the roadmap to one digital mine for Codelco need to be sustainable for the next 50 years, and mining with a low environmental impact.
Right.
And for this, we need to use technology.
Jean-Michel, same idea. Big picture, what do you think of when you think about all of these technologies?
I think on top of what Norma said, it's mostly access to information in a much faster way to support decisions from the management. The supply chain is getting more and more complex, and we need to react sometimes to some event to be able to reassess, okay, how to transform or change the decisions. And if it's purely manual and paper, like old style, is never going to fly. We're never going to be competitive. So it's really speed of decision.
Can you give us an example?
If you have, for example, a problem on the loading of the train, but you have access to this information, maybe this is a good moment to give order to the fleet, saying, okay, maybe this is a good moment to do the maintenance of the trail. And you were able to save some time and some money at the end.
Yeah. Couto, you are hearing from customers. What are they most asking you about? Where do they tell you they want to improve?
Yeah, it's a good question, because at Hexagon, we envision the mine of the future as a connected and data-driven system, ecosystem.
Right.
So when we talk about ecosystem in Hexagon, we pretty much leverage hardware that's pretty much sensory and software to capture the data, to store the data, and to transform a vast amount of raw data in meaningful information. This is the key. This is what the clients are expecting. So being a little bit more polemic and pragmatic, we talk about that. Our AI solution require a solid data set.
Right.
No data set, no AI solutions.
Right.
So in this direction, Hexagon offer a robust and integrated data architecture that's forming the foundation for any kind of artificial intelligence solution. This is what the clients are expect, connect the dots to integrate everything in the life of mine.
Yeah, it's a great point, because one thing we're learning about AI is that it all depends on enormous amounts of information. Let me just take one more step down that road. How is it that you have so much data?
It's a lot of data.
Yeah.
Let's give an example here. I could pick a lot of examples for Hexagon, but look at the audience here, probably going to take fatigue.
Yeah.
So The fatigue we have around for each equipment, for each 10 seconds, we grab all the information for those machines. So we are going to talk about teradata here.
Right.
So we must have algorithm to collect this data and to select what is distraction, what is fatigue.
Right.
And we give this information to Codelco, to the other clients, to be properly evaluate those information.
Jean-Michel, everyone talks about digital twins. We've been talking about them for a while now. But one thing we found is that different people, different companies have their own idea of what a digital twin is. How do you define it?
Maybe a little bit of context. So
Yeah.
Eramet is, in terms of deploying all the solutions, is in the middle of it. So we did not digitalize everything. So we are exactly in the middle. What we expect from a digital twin right now, especially is a simulation part. We want to be able to create new scenarios to see, okay, if I change this and that, what would be the impact on the business? Am I spending more? Am I being less efficient? Will I save fuel? Can I reduce my fleet by 1 or 2 dumpers? But this, right now, if you do it without this kind of systems, it's almost impossible. It's too much data, as we spoke about earlier. So this is where in Eramet we see an added value and our approach to digital twin.
Where do you stand on sort of creating a digital twin of the whole business? How far down the road have you gone?
We started actually from the planning part. So we already are using MinePlan everywhere.
Yeah.
And now we are going down a little bit more to follow the operation and to replicate what we are doing in the mine. We have an approach where we deploy per site. So we are mostly focusing on Gabon right now. And we still have to work on our Senegal operation. And we will continue to move on one operation at a time.
Norma, the digital twin is a very, very powerful thing.
Yes.
What have you done so far at Codelco?
Yes, we are working in this. Yeah, we have in this moment several projects to implement digital twin in different process. This is the idea is exactly modeling, of the one process in real time. With this, we try to improve the process to avoid loss by detect a bottleneck, for example, and use for training too, training our operator. Is very important, very important. The idea is anticipate the loss, predictive maintenance used for this too. But in this moment we are working in one regulatory framework to use this.
Yeah. The mention of training is actually very appropriate here, because when these new technologies are being introduced, often some of the workers will get nervous.
Yes.
They may worry. They may even be resistant to this.
Yes.
They don't know if they have the skills. They're afraid that the technology might take away their job.
Yes.
How do you manage that? What have you been doing in response?
See, we have several experience about this.
Yeah.
We work with technology for several years in Codelco. I think the key is involve the workers from the beginning of the project. The workers need to participate in the definition, operational definition, take their experience in this project. For example, in one project we take the best worker for one process and put inside of part the project. He worked with us in all the process, and he say he's a champion in this project and say to the other workers, the technology works, is good for us. It's a new way to do the work.
Koto, what are you hearing from the customers about using this, getting the workers comfortable and then even skillful at these new technologies?
Yeah, and the other thing that I forgot to mention, when you start to work with digital, we're going to start to attract new talents to the mine environment as well. Right. So when we adopt technology, it's got good attractiveness to young people.
Yes.
So, but going to your point and highlight what Norma said as well, we have some very good examples in Codelco where the employees, the drivers, got really engaged with the technology.
Yes.
Right.
Let's take example, the collision avoid system that we implemented in Codelco North.
Right.
And we are talking about more than 2,000 units that are already implemented over there.
Yeah.
And we start to use a smart center to evaluate the behavior of the drivers in terms of how they are managing the trucks and put the trucks in a situation that could be generate an accident. And after that, the outcome, that the side effect, the positive side effect that we got from the drivers, they feel protected.
Yeah.
So the AI, the digital representation of a physical environment that's a digital twins,
Right.
Embrace them, put them more engaged with the technology.
Right.
And they count on the technology to return to his family
Yes.
safety. And
Yes.
it's a very good example over there. Another one that I remember, it was in Mexico, one of our clients, is the fatigue monitoring as well. We start to evaluate the behavior of some drivers after the lunchtime.
Oh. And it's
So,
different after lunchtime.
Some
Yeah.
people got more as fatigue after lunchtime,
Yeah.
and we start to go drill down in the information, and we evaluated that one single driver was responsible for more than 80% of the fatigue events. And we go a little bit deeper, and we discover that this guy has diabetes, and he didn't know that. So look how the technology supports someone
Yes.
to be more healthy. It was a very good example over there.
That's incredible because it's unexpected. It's not one of the benefits you thought you'd get, but there it
Exactly.
was. Jean-Michel, your experience with the workers as technology is added.
No, definitely, I concur. Change management is key. And we have less and less issue on the technological part, but indeed, onboarding people is the only way to have a successful project. One of the things which is essential is not only to onboard the operators, because we're talking about, first of all, technologies that are mostly for operation, but also the maintenance team. This is what we are faced because we install new hardware, and they are definitely responsible of part of the success, because if the hardware installed, onboarded, and so on is not working, the project will not be successful. The second part, and you mentioned it a little bit, but I want to emphasize it, is the operator needs to have a direct benefit from the technology. Otherwise, it's just reporting for the management, and they will see it as being spied on or anything like this. So they really need to see that it brings them value to directly.
And I suspect you have to be able to show that to them fairly quickly after it's in the technology is adopted, right?
I should not say it's probably faster than the reporting to the management.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense, actually. Makes perfect sense. Here's a related question that we really would be interested in. What about your relationship with Hexagon in doing this? What has your experience been so far?
Overall, very good.
Yeah.
As I said, we are in the middle of it. We have a very good support from the technical team.
Yeah.
We are serviced by mostly by the South African team.
Yeah.
And if I may, because we are here for this,
Yeah.
and I know you are changing this, but as we are operating in a lot of French-speaking country, French having local, people speaking the local language is also key. And this is something that we are working on with the South African team,
Right.
and is making a difference, but very important.
It's a relationship for many years.
Yes.
Yes, it's a strategic relation.
Yeah.
We in this moment we are working in some change to go to the operational excellence.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hexagon understand our requirement needs
Right.
and try to solve
Right.
with different solutions. Yeah,
Right.
the idea is optimize the use of the all Hexagon technology we use in different operations and integrate them in some report platform use AI for to do these analytics.
Yeah. Let me go down that road a little bit. AI is obviously what everyone is now trying to implement as fast as possible. Where do you stand on your journey in adopting AI?
Yeah, we are work a lot in this.
Yeah.
In this moment, we are working some internal standard for to use AI in different process.
Yeah.
But we are working for use AI in recommenders for the process or for predictive maintenance. But it's important. One challenge in this moment is put the more sensors in the equipment for take the data in real time. The idea is use this data for in analytics and for the management operation.
Yeah, it's Koto's point, really. You're getting as much data as you possibly
It's
can.
a lot of data. We have one data lake in the control system and in the IT system with a lot of data. But the idea is the quality of the data. This is very important.
Yeah, and Jean-Michel, same thing. On the journey of adopting AI, how far along are you?
We are at the beginning of the journey. As we just start to collect data, we are at the beginning of building the data lake. Because as we discussed at the beginning, AI requires a lot of data, good quality data, which is very important. Also, because AI is not completely mature yet, so we try to test different technologies. Sometimes it fails. We need to have a little bit of room to be able to allow it to fail.
Right.
Where we have been the most successful were more on the geological part, where being able to analyze the data helped to build the model with MinePlan and so on. And the second part was everything related to video analysis in order to understand, what kind of ore we have, which grade it is, and so on. And this is where also we had some successful project.
And Koto, what have you learned from the customers in general on the AI topic?
Yeah, the first thing is AI is a reality.
Yeah.
Okay, and any clients can adopt our technology to move to this direction.
Right.
But the key things that I like to say is what Hexagon has delivered that is really important, we listen our clients. We care about our clients. When we care about our clients, we're going to select some ideas and transform these ideas in reality.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what Hexagon does.
Yeah.
We listen our client, we care with them.
Yeah.
It's the beginning of everything in AI, whatever solution we think about.
Yep. One other big picture question, but it's really important. Jean-Michel, we'll start with you. Think about the journey you're on, but think about it 10 years from now.
Wow.
Can you even envision that? And if you can, where do you think you're going? What do you think it will be like 10 years from now or more?
As I said, our objective is to be able to provide the data faster in order to take faster decisions. And really, I think the way we envision this is about supporting management for proper decision at every stage, strategic, tactic, and obviously, and we were discussing about the digital twin, having something where we have a full vision of the operation, live and or simulated, is the direction we try to go. But it will take time.
Yeah. Same thing. Look 10 years into the future. What do you see?
I am in charge of the technology architecture. And in this in this part of my work, I work with different areas to define the digital mine for Codelco. Digital mine for Codelco maybe is different. The digital mine for the other mining company or other industry. But in digital mine is very important, the use of the technology in each part of the value chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the planning to the logistics. Yeah, it's important use the autonomous system.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
several autonomous systems in different process. Yeah, but the idea is use more technology, more analytics, more digital twin.
Right.
Yeah, in different parts of this value chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's important for the future for capture talent.
Right.
The new professional.
Yeah.
The idea is work maybe in. We have two operational integrator center.
Yeah.
When we put our workers in comfortable site.
Yeah.
Yeah, the mine is a dangerous environment. The idea is take the worker out of this site, use teleoperation, and use the analytics and the IA for optimize the management of our operation.
Yeah, great point. That the technology can be used in areas where it isn't being used at all
Yes.
yet.
Yes, this is the future.
Koto, same idea 10 years from now.
I'm full aligned with Norm and what Jean said. I really see a digital and green mine in the future, where we will have new talents, as you said,
Yes.
in a digital remote center, operate everything remotely.
Yeah.
And it's going to generate a lot of attraction to young professionals.
Yes.
Yeah.
And much more inclusive as well, because we can have people with less mobility work in this monitoring center.
Right.
And I do believe that it's going to be the future. A green, sustainable, and remote operation for the mines.
Yes.
It's a great note on which to end. We're going to move right ahead. But Norma, Koto, Jean-Michel, thank you very, very much.
No,
Thank
thank
you
you
for
for
having
you.
me.
Yeah, you bet.
Thank you for you.
Thank you.